Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Rob's Cook Along for the evening. We've had a few changes, as you can see. We've made a few little up specs to how we look. Okay, so as you can see, her hat, very nice hat. You see, very nice hat. I have a very nice chef's white, you see, and I even have the spangly trousers. So as you can see, we are good to go. So today we are going to make meringues. Okay, the first thing you need to be fully aware of when you're making meringues is, I was picked up on this last time by one of my younger viewers, is the fact that I should always wash my hands. So I can now tell you that by washing my hands, I have now washed my hands. I'm just going to move the camera a little bit. I have now washed my hands 3 times. Okay, so my hands are very clean now. Okay, so we are good to go. Okay, there's some top tips along the way on this one this evening. Okay, some very big top tips. A little bit more camera adjustment. That's it, because I look amazing now. So hello Malvin, glad you're watching. So what you'll now realise is I don't really want to get my chef's whites dirty, so I've been given a gift. Okay, I'm just going to go and get my gift. So, I now have my apron on. Okay, so now I can, difficult to imagine, I know, I now look even more amazing. Okay, so meringues. Lots of people say meringues are very difficult. So, we're about to find out. Not only are we about to find out, we're about to find out live. And I also got quite a bit of grief last week because I wouldn't put the brownie mix, tip it upside down above my head. Now, I did say I would do it with the meringues. So I'm going to do it with the meringues. And we'll see how it goes. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? So first things first, we've got the ingredients. So we've got 115 grams. That's 115 of icing sugar. We have 115 grams of caster sugar. We have 4 eggs. So the first thing we need to do, okay, is we need to put the oven on and warm the oven up. Okay, so very slow temperature. Low temperature, 110, okay. So turn it on to 110. That'll be warming up nicely as we go. Next thing we need to do is we need some parchment paper and we need some baking trays. So the parchment paper goes into the baking tray. Not very well, but it's in there. I have 2 baking trays. 2 baking trays. Not 1, 2. So, and 2 pieces of parchment paper. Okay, so they're just going to lie there. They're nearly ready to go. Okay. So, now, this is where it starts to get quite exciting, okay? Because what you need to understand is, to make perfect meringues, you just need the egg whites. So what you don't need, I cannot do a Swedish accent, Terry. I genuinely can't. What you do need is, this is the bit you need to be quite good at, I feel. Now, I'm not entirely sure this is going to go very well. there is 3 ways of doing this. All right, you can crack the egg, tip it from shell to shell, and let the white fall into your bowl. Okay, you can use a plastic bottle, open the egg out, put it into a bowl, suck the yolk up. Okay, haven't tried that one, so I'm not going to go with that one. But there is another way as well. Okay, the other way is you can put the eggs in your fingers and you can let it all drip through your fingers, so you're like fingering the egg, really. Bit sort of strange, but sort of, I don't know, but I'm not going to do that one either. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and do it from shell to shell. Okay, so let's now turn it down that way a little bit so you can actually see me doing it. Okay, so is that better? Look at that. Look. Hello. So I'm going to crack the egg. Okay. Welcome Dalma, welcome Kay. Glad you could make it. Very nice to see you. So crack the egg, edge of the bowl. Another top tip that I was given was make sure everything is very, very, very clean. Okay. Very clean. Not even a speck of water. Okay, so here we go. Oh, didn't go well, did it? So first egg. Oh no, hang on a minute. Oh, that's right. Can't remember how I'm doing it. There we go. So first one, as you can see, you can now tip from. Oh, don't worry about the bit of shell in there. You can get that out afterwards, apparently. And you just keep going like that, just like that. Okay, and that's number 1. Okay, not ideal, I'm not going to lie, but let's have another go. We'll pick all the shell out in a minute. So we're going to use 4 eggs. Oh dear. See, as it's difficult to imagine that this isn't what I do for a living, isn't it? It's difficult to imagine because I actually look. Oh God, crikey, that was close. Very close. We nearly had an egg in there then. So this ain't no yolk. This is really happening. This really is no yolk. So there we go. Look. Oh, look at this. Another top tip I was given by somebody was oh no, that's okay. We pulled that one off as well. Top tip I was given by somebody was make sure your eggs are at room temperature. So I've been carrying them around in my pocket all day. So that went quite well. Didn't break any of them, which was the main thing. Oh no, that's all gone very Pete Tong now. That hasn't gone well at all. And it was the last one. So I'm going to have to go again with that now. Because this is one I prepared earlier. I'm back with eggs. Don't panic, don't panic. I've just had another top tip about putting the egg into my hand and the white goes through. So I reckon that's what you call fingering the eggs. So we're going to have to go again. So no pressure now, no pressure. So right, let's go again. Here we go. I don't quite know what's going to happen when something comes back on TV on a Saturday evening, but I'm sure you'll find something to watch other than me. Looking for suggestions as well for things to do next week. So have a bit of a think about what you want to see me make. Nothing too technical because, as you've probably already realised, this isn't what I do for a living. You've probably learnt that quite early on, really, on probably the first 30 seconds, really. But by all means, please do give me some suggestions. Not doing another show probably isn't the suggestion that I want, but if that's what you require, then that's maybe what we'll do. We won't do any more, but if there's something you'd like to see, by all means, please do. Let me know. I've now managed to, or my sous chef has now managed to locate me some plain and some self-raising flour. So that's good. Oh, I've got a request for a Swiss roll. Okay, okay then. I'll go with a Swiss roll. Try using Easter eggs. That's not helpful, is it? It's not helpful. Right, this is where it all went wrong last time, okay? So I'm going to really focus this time. Really focus. Oh, look at that. That's better. The other thing you want to make sure you don't do with these eggs when you're doing this is fertilise them. Because that wouldn't be good either. Right, so we've managed to pull that off. We've got a bit of a mess going on here now, which, that'll be okay though. That'll be okay. So, wipe my hands. Okay, we've managed to re-employ the whisk with the world's shortest lead on it again. So, now, not too fast with whisking this, okay? You just need to, hello. You just need to, just number two, just make sure they're in as well, because it makes a bit of a mess when they fly out, okay? So, put that in there. It's going to get a bit noisy for a bit, okay? But what you want to do is you want to whisk these, okay? Just the egg whites, nothing else, just the egg whites. So whisk these until they're, oh, that's a bit fast, just like that, okay? And you want to get them nice, soft and fluffy, is what you want. Nice and fluffy. Okay, a bit cloud-like. So, what you need to do is keep whisking anywhere between 3 to 8 minutes. Yeah, I know. Who made that timer? So, as you can see, they're just starting to go nice and fluffy now. So just keep them going. So, that's better, isn't it? That's a lot quieter now. So, what apparently you want to whisk them just until they go a little bit peaky. Okay? So, what you want is you want to be able to get them so they go peaky, soft peaks. You don't want a hard peak at the moment. Okay? With a hard peak, you want that a little bit later, okay? You don't want a soft peak. Now, I don't know if this is the point where I hold it above my head or not. Does anybody else know? Is this the point where I put it above my head? I think it might be. I reckon it is. Right, okay. I just need a bit of a hat change. One moment. Okay, so I'm back now. So, just to make sure, okay, just so you can see this is real, here they are, you can see that, okay. I know this is what everybody wants to see, okay, so here we go. There, look at that, see? All you doubters out there, just take me Harry Hill hat off. Need to put this back on. You need to be hygienic, you see. You need to be very hygienic. I need to take my glasses off, put my hat down the other side of my glasses like that. Okay, so now we have that. Now, what you want to do now is take your caster sugar and put it in a spoonful at a time. Now, I have absolutely no idea why it only goes in a spoonful at a time, but it does. Then you give it another little whisk, just for 3 or 4 seconds, Just 3 or 4 seconds, no longer. Okay? And you just spoon the next bit in. Okay, then couple more. Okay, there we go. Then we go again. I'm pretty certain that you could just put it all in and it wouldn't be a bother. But when I spoke to Gordon earlier, Gordon said spoon it in. Okay? So we've got one more little bit. Okay? So I get that in there like that. Give it a bit more. Oh dear, I took the whisk out a bit soon then. Got some cleaning up to do. So last bit's going in. There we go. Got all that loveliness going in there. Another little whisk. Just like that. Yes, it is, Terry. It's a bit like right now that's now stiffened nicely. Look at that. That's become very stiff. That's quite nice, isn't it? We like things that are stiff. Right, okay, now we've got to do something else now. Oh yeah, that's right. Icing sugar. Icing sugar. So, icing sugar, you take a third of it. Quite why only a third, I have absolutely no idea. Okay? Just need to clean my... We'll get that bit off the door a bit later, don't worry. So, now you put the whisk away. Nearly didn't put the whisk away, did I? Nearly didn't put the whisk away. Then you sieve it in. Okay. Now, I've had a few top tips. I'm not going to tell you from who, because that would give the game away about my celebrity friend. So, the next top tip I was given was... No, I'm not actually. I'm doing this straight off the cuff. I'm not even checking my recipe. So, you can't beat a stiff front end. You are correct. Now, my other top tip that I was given by my celebrity friend was to fold in using a big metal spoon. So, you now fold in the icing sugar. Okay? Fold it in. That's it. Just fold it. Just fold it in. But you've got to be careful that you don't knock all the air out of it, because you've got to have air around it. Okay? Because for some reason, I presume that's what a meringue is. It's just full of air. Not hair. I said air. Okay? There wouldn't be any hair in it because I don't have any hair, so there wouldn't be any falling out. So, oh dear, there's some unsifted icing sugar just gone in, and I've just got to make sure I don't peak too soon. Oh dear. So, I can't possibly name my celebrity friend, okay? Because it wouldn't be fair on them, because they were good enough to give me the top tips, so I can't possibly name my celebrity friend. So, you now keep folding it in with the big spoon, okay? Still a big spoon, it hasn't changed size. That's it, just keep folding it in. I've actually missed a little bit out, so we're gonna just yeah. I put my own little addition twist on this, okay? So we're going to pop back, and we're going to go just a little bit in the middle. So I decided that we are going to use some Madagascan vanilla extract in it. It turns them a little bit brown, But the nice thing about them being a little bit brown is no one actually knows if they're burnt. Okay, so top tip, if you put a little bit of vanilla essence in, no one's going to know whether they're burnt. You just tell them it's got vanilla essence in, even if it hasn't. Just tell them it has. It's not difficult, is it? So, get your vanilla essence, okay? Half a teaspoon. Okay, half a teaspoon. There you go. That was half a teaspoon, nicely measured. Then get the rest of your icing sugar. Sieve it in. Okay. Ah, this is very therapeutic, isn't it? Very, very therapeutic. I mean, who knows? You could have this much fun on a Saturday night and keep your clothes on. So, I don't know what those knobbly bits are in there. We'll give those a little bit of a, shufty around. No, get a spoon, you see, get a spoon. Shufty it around your sieve a little bit. Give it a little bit of a, shake. You've got to do the shaky thing, because that's the other thing that I've seen a lot of professional chefs do, is they do the shaky thing. Okay, so the shaky thing, I believe, must be quite important. So I've given it a shake. Okay, so you now mix all that in. That's it. But you don't want to knock the air out. Okay, don't forget that. Don't knock the air out. So that's why you're not using the whisk and you're folding it in, I suspect. Okay. I think it's a bit dry in the bottom. You don't like it dry in the bottom, do you? I think we definitely need a bit. Oh, okay, it's moistened back up again now. The dry in the bottom has now moistened up, so that's good. That's good, isn't it? So I think that now, I've got to be honest, doesn't look too bad. Okay, now could be an angel delight, but it's not. It's not an angel delight. Okay, so we do have a superstar joined us. Welcome, Lars. How are you? Hope you're having a good evening. You must be very bored. So, yeah, and you don't want to go in dry either. You're right, Francis. Definitely don't go in dry. They want to be moist. It wants to be moist before you go in. Okay, and it's got to be at the right temperature as well. Okay, you don't want it too hot. You don't want it too cold. You don't want it dry. Okay, now we've got the mix. Oh no, hang on. Holy moly, how did that happen? Right, that's okay. We've now got stuff over the floor as well, which is quite nice. Right, so I'm going to try and look very professional now with 2 serving spoons. Okay. And what we're going to do is, my sous chef now is just taking the washing up away. Thank you, Sue the chef. So now we're going to get our bit of meringue, and I'm just going to splodge it on there, if I'm being honest, because I'm not going to try and be clever. Clever has never been my strong point. Okay. So just going to put them on there. Okay. Not going to try and be clever. Just going to try and. Oh heck. Okay, so I'm going to try and cook these so they're still moist in the middle. Okay, moist in the middle. Cool, we got some words in there tonight, haven't we? Oh, that's a big one. Oh, heck. Right, so that one needs to be a little bit bigger. There we go. So there we have them. Okay, there's 4. Okay. We have another baking tray here to get rid of the other mixture. So, possibly what I haven't mentioned is actually the second part of this video is going to be about making a tropical fruit Eton mess with the meringue. Okay, now that's going to be coming along in about 20 minutes. okay, from when this one finishes. Because I'm not going to lie, I did make some earlier, okay? So these are ones I prepared earlier, but I can't imagine you probably need to go off and have a break, tell all your friends about how exciting it's been, and the fact that you want to get them involved in the next stage as well, which is making a tropical fruit Eton mess. So we're going to put that on there. Look at that, look at that. That's very good, even if I do say so myself. So there we go. All right, there's our meringue mix. Okay, going in the oven. Okay, now it needs to go in the oven for about an hour and 15. Okay, just remember, low and slow. Low and slow, you can't beat low and slow. It's the best thing for meringues, okay? Now, I'm just going to slide them in, all right? So, just slipping them in now. Okay. They're going in now. And I'm also going to set the timer as well, because it's quite funny when you set the oven timer, is because you make you think you've got a fire in the house because it sounds like the smoke alarm. So we're setting the timer for an hour and 15. Okay. But please be sure to come back and join me when we do the Eton mess. Okay. So hope you've all enjoyed this evening's I won't call it a lesson. You have learnt nothing, okay? But hopefully you've had a laugh. Okay, so stay safe, everybody, and don't forget to keep washing your hands. Must be nearly time for me to have a shower. It's been like 6 weeks and all I've done is wash my hands, but don't worry, we will get that sorted, and we will see you all again soon. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Toodle pip, everybody. Bye!